Hey guys, it's GameFace here and welcome back to episode 5 of my Manchester United career mode. Now, today I've basically decided I will be doing a Man United career mode video instead of one of the potentially new career modes I'm doing. Basically, if you don't already know, there'll be a link in the description to a vote as to whether I do another career mode alongside the Manchester United one, or whether I just stick to doing Man United daily. So let me know about that through voting. The vote might have closed, but it's worth voting anyway, to be honest, because you still will be able to vote. It's just I might have already decided what team. But go vote anyway if you haven't already, just to make sure. And yeah, let's get on with this episode. I've got quite a lot of big games to play in this episode, so it should be very good. I've got the Everton match. I was originally going to play that game, but I've kind of realised that I do have like Man City, Chelsea and Arsenal coming up, I think. Yes, so I got Chelsea, Arsenal in the Cup, and then Man City afterwards. So I've got a few tough games coming up at the moment. That is the reason why I am going to sim this match. And we are going to play this team, Lingard in goal again, and yeah, it's pretty much a starting 11 to be honest with you, other than Rojo. And yeah, let's get on with this one. We're going to sim it. We're at home against Everton. I feel we should be able to beat them, hence why I'm trying to sim the match. And yeah, let's see how we get on against them. It should be a fairly easy win, I'd imagine. We do have the better team on paper, but again, simming matches does all sorts of weird things on FIFA. They've got 2 bookings already, 30 minutes in, and we're now into the second half, still no goals. This isn't looking too promising actually. We needed this win to go above Man City. I'm going to skip in 3, 2, 1. How did that actually finish? 0-0. We got no bookings, nothing happened. The only 2 events were the 2 yellow cards in the first 30 minutes. Other than that, nothing else happened. I've never seen a more dull game than that before. We are still top of the league though, because we are on the same amount of points as Man City, except we've scored 1 more goal. We've got the exact same goal difference because we've actually conceded 1 more goal than Man City. So we've actually got the exact same record as them, but we are top of the league at the moment, which is very good news. Let's have a look at these emails. Okay, basically, Hernandez was disappointed not to start. I knew I'd forget to put him in the team. I knew it. Did I already have him in the team on one of the other ones? I did. That was the one I was supposed to play. And then I was doing something off camera. I was adding all these different formations, and I forgot to change back to this one. That was the one I was supposed to play for this game, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll get on with the Chelsea match anyway now. Hopefully we can get a win against Chelsea. A difficult team, obviously. We do need to think about what sort of tactics I'm going to play against them, and I'll show you what side I'm going to put out in a second. Denmark want me. I'll just reject that one straight away. Januzaj wants to speak about something. Basically, he's saying that he's a little bit unsettled. He's a little bit unsettled, pretty much. But we are going to play this game against Chelsea. I'm not really too sure what sort of tactics to go for. I'm not 100% sure what sort of formation they'll be playing, and it doesn't actually tell me, I don't think, in the game preview. So yeah, we're just going to have to kind of make this one up. I imagine it'll be 4-2-3-1, I'm guessing. So that means we'll probably go for the more defensive look in this game. And I think that is probably going to be my team, actually. I don't want Man.Utd in there. We'll put, I think Guarin will start this game alongside Schneiderlin. And then we'll also have Rodriguez start the match as well. Other than that, I think that is the starting 11 I want to put out. The bench is definitely not what I want though, and we are going to put Correa on there, and we'll put Wilson on the reserves, and I think we're nearly there with that one. Schweinsteiger needs to be on there though, doesn't he? We'll take, I think, Herrera off, and I really want to play Januzaj. I don't know whether to play him for this game. Can he play on the right instead of Pedro, do you think? Yeah, we'll give that a go with Januzaj on the right hand side, and yeah, I believe that is the team I'm going to play for this match. Hopefully I've not missed anybody out. Thinking about it, I've missed Juan-Mata out. Yeah, he's just going to have to miss this game, I think, Juan-Mata, which is a bit of a shame. But we're going to get on with the match now, see how we do. Hernandez and Rooney start, and yeah, let's play the game. Here we go, we are at Old Trafford for this match. We do have the home advantage, if there is really one. We are in the rain as well today, so that could make things a little bit more interesting. I'm actually really looking forward to playing with Januzaj. It should be a very interesting one to see how he actually plays. Does he perform well or not? We'll have to see. I don't know whether he does perform well in general. I've never really used him before. This could be a good chance to see whether he does fit into my team or not. Oh, Freddie Guarin's gone down injured. Costa has gone in with a bad tackle there, and it looks like he's going to have to come off. But the looks, but he's not coming up, getting up actually particularly quick. Oh, actually no, he is. He's getting up. That's good news. He's not completely down. The game hasn't stopped yet. Has been a really boring first half actually so far. We've not played very well. I mean, neither have Chelsea. We've not had too many chances. This might be the best one, actually. No, okay, don't shoot, even though I told you to. It looks like Guarin might actually be okay. He's off the pitch at the moment, but he's not asked to be subbed yet, so we might be alright. He might not be that badly injured. Rooney's playing so far in the midfield. He's not even anywhere near the striker position. I know he's playing as a cam. Oh, that's probably the nearest shot of the game. I know he's playing as a cam, but he's still dropping back absolutely lows. I think it's probably something to do with his work rates being very low in the attacking sense, but yeah, it's just a very strange one that he just keeps on going really deep in the pitch, and it's quite annoying when you're trying to attack. Go on, Hernandez, play through Rooney. Again, Rooney's just too slow. I don't like Rooney at all in game. It's such a shame because I really want him to do well in this career mode, but he's just not got what I'm after at all. I don't know whether to play him in a different position, because up front he's actually probably been a little bit worse up front. Whether it'd be best in centre mid, I'm not too sure really. I have to think about that. Oof, Lindegaard again having to save us there. But yeah, let me know in the comments where you think Rooney plays best in game. Obviously in real life, undoubtedly I think he's probably striker, but where do you think in game he plays his best? Anyway, it's half time and it's still 0-0. It's not been a very good first half at all for both teams. They've probably had more possession, am I right in saying that? Yeah, just a little bit. And as you can see, there's been barely any shots for both teams. We do need to change something. Guarin's still struggling with that injury, so we're going to move Rooney even further back now. And we're going to take Guarin off. And I don't know who to bring on actually. Di Maria, hopefully he'll bring in some pace. That's what I'm after. We are also going to change the formation because I think tactically I've not quite got it right against Chelsea, which is a shame because they are playing the formation that I expected, but they're just not attacking as much as I thought. So we are going to play, I think, this version of 4-3-3, and hopefully that gives us a bit more of an edge, should I say, over Chelsea in this game. But we'll have to see how he gets on. Januzaj, I think, will go back onto the right-hand side. We won't push Schneiderlin and Rooney too far up. We'll get them in a more defensive role and just put Di Maria in behind Hernandez basically, and I think that's all I'm going to do for now. Hazard's still running through. This is probably the first time I've really seen Hazard. I've managed to win it back. Can we counter-attack here, do we think? Januzaj trying to play through Hernandez. Chelsea have dropped really deep now. I don't know why they've done that when they're not even winning. Hernandez still going, and he fell over. That does really sum up our first half, really. Januzaj finds Hernandez. He's still running here. Can he find a little bit of a gap in the defence? Any time to pull it back? Oh no, he's actually going to go himself if he can get the ball from under his feet. Saved by Begovic. Penalty. Who was that brought him down? Why did they do that? Gary Cahill. That was absolutely pointless. I mean, it was already saved and then he brought me down. Made no sense. But I think it's probably going to be a booking, judging by the little animation that we saw there. I think it was a booking anyway. We didn't really see. I took the shot. Yeah, he went for a tackle just before I took the shot, actually. But yeah, Begovic saved it and we got ourselves a penalty. We've had a few penalties so far in this series, which is good because we have been struggling to score in a couple of games. But anyway, we do have Hernandez to step up. I'm not going to get him to take it, though. I'm going to get Rooney to take it, our actual penalty taker. So yeah, we'll go with him. Hopefully he can score past Begovic. I don't know why he's playing and not Courtois. Maybe they sold him. No idea. Let's see how he gets on. Top right, hopefully. Oof, just. I thought it was going over then. We are winning 1-0. Just under 30 minutes to go in this game now. So we do need to, I think, push for a second goal. I don't want to just hold on for 30 minutes. That's generally not a good idea against Chelsea. So we will push and try and get a second one. Chelsea's starting to attack a little bit more already now. Ramirez trying to find Willian. Is he offside? Still going Willian in with the cross. Diego Costa just backs out of it, I think, there. Don't know why he didn't go for that one. It would have been a certain goal. Anyway, Felipe Luis has got it. He's got a cross now. Ramirez heads it out for us. That's kind of him. Alright, I'm going to change to a 4-5-1 now. We're just going to stick Hernandez up front by himself. Just for his pace, I think, really. Unless I stuck Di Maria up front. I am tempted to do that, you know. I might actually. I'll stick him up front. And we'll put Depay at left wing. Januzaj can go on the right. Rooney in the middle. And we'll just have Schneiderlin sitting back a little bit further. Now, I know I said I wanted to kind of push for a second goal. I've kind of realised Chelsea is starting to attack a little bit more than I expected. So we are going to take Hernandez off and we're going to go with Schweinsteiger. And I think what I'll also do is take Januzaj off and bring on Pedro. Yeah, I think that seems alright. We'll bring on Pedro and keep him on the right hand side, I think. Fabregas to take the corner and headed straight out. Gary Cahill on the edge of the box. Is he going to smack this one? Doesn't seem to be too confident in himself. Oscar now. out to Azpilicueta, and they're kind of just backing off now, Chelsea. They're not really attacking with much threat here. They're being a little bit patient. Falcao's got it, and you know what, he scored. He scored 13 minutes to go, and Falcao scores against his old club. It really would happen like that, wouldn't it? We've got 13 minutes to find a goal now, and I need to change things around a little bit, otherwise I don't think we can. We're going to have to go to, I think, that formation. We'll go with that, I think, anyway. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do here. Depay. No, I'm going to have to go through up front. I'm going to have to change back to that formation. I'm going to have to do it. We'll go Rooney at cam. We'll try that out. Di Maria up front, and we'll put Pedro on the right-hand side and Depay on the left. It's going to have to be a really quick goal here. We do need one in order to win this game. Now we've got a chance to attack ourselves, and we've not got long. Try and get it up there, and that is it. It finishes 1-1, a draw, sadly. That gives us Man City a chance to overtake us now in the race for the Premier League title, but we do need to try and pick up some points against them, because we do have a league game coming up fairly soon. The next match is against Arsenal, isn't it, in the Cup, so we'll get on with that game, and yeah, in a minute I'll show you what sort of team I'm going to put out. But before that, we've actually got to have a look at Freddie Guarin, who's out for 3 weeks. I said that he was injured. I took him off in the end, but it turns out he's actually out for 3 weeks. So we do have to find some sort of replacement for him. We've got plenty of players though in the team, luckily, and it's not months out, which is absolutely fine. So we do have the Arsenal game now in the Cup. It's going to be a tough match. We are going to play the game. Hopefully, we can get ourselves a win in this game. It's going to be a very tough game though, and I do need to think of some sort of team to play against them. So this is the team I've gone with. I've made quite a few changes. Man.Utd comes into the side alongside Ramos as well at centre back. Then in front of them I've got Herrera in the team. Schneiderlin doesn't start, sadly, because he's a little bit tired, so I've left on the bench, as you can see down there, and Pedro starts on the left. I thought I've got to give Damain a bit of a go, and this is going to be the game where he's going to hopefully have his chance to perform, so he can play right mid. I'm going to give him a chance there. Hopefully he plays well. Mata just in behind Hernandez, and that means Rooney starts on the bench. That is our bench. Hopefully we can get ourselves a win in the Cup. And yeah, let's get on with the game. Here we go. Arteta is starting for them, so maybe it's not the full strength team. You'd generally not consider Arteta in that starting 11, with Wilshere and obviously Ramsey as well to put in the team. So this could be an interesting side that I'm coming up against. But I still think they're going to be a very strong team. It's not going to be an easy game, this one, at all. Hence why I've gone with the slightly more defensive formation for this game. Here we go, Damain on the right-hand side. Damain, saved by Czech. Damain again, and it's 1-0. Brilliant start, 10 minutes in. Damain, on his first appearance, I believe, scores a goal. Gets the rebound to his first shot. That is how you do it. 1-0, we are winning. Czech with the initial save. And I think it was Gabriel couldn't quite follow up, and instead it's slotted home underneath Czech, and we're winning 1-0. Brilliant start. I think Arsenal's weakness is probably going to be defensively on that left-hand side. Gibbs is pushing up a lot. They've obviously also got Alexis as well, who doesn't really track back, and that's the way we got through for the goals, so it might be the way we're going to get through this time as well. Juan Mata still going. Mata saved by Czech. He's keeping them in it, and oof, another brilliant save from Czech. We could be 2-0 up here 15 minutes in. Tell you what, Mata's doing a brilliant job in there instead of Wayne Rooney. I don't really know whether we need Rooney, to be honest, which is a shame, because like I said before, I do really want to keep Rooney. Chamberlain down the left-hand side, trying to find a cross, finds Kieran Gibbs, who again is pushing up. We've nicked it off him. Let's try and counter-attack here with Schweinsteiger. Not got an abundance of pace, but he's still going. Can he pull it off to Coleman? Sorry, not Coleman. Coleman, so used to playing with him. Here we go, Coleman. Trying to find Hernandez. Hernandez, 2-0. Brilliant counter-attack just before half-time. That is how you do it. Brilliant stuff. 2-0. Hernandez still going actually before half-time. Check with the save. Probably could have tried for the corner there. Wasn't a particularly good shot in the end. And that is it for the first half. We've been really good actually. Very impressed against a tough Arsenal side. And we've had the least possession actually that we've had this season. So not brilliant in terms of possession. But look all the shots we've had compared to Arsenal. And we are going to make one change. Schweinsteiger's going to come off because I don't want to get him sent off. And Schneiderlin's going to come on. Do I make any other changes? No, I'm happy with the rest of the team thinking about it. Although Schweinsteiger I was also happy with as well. Rodriguez has found Herrera. Cuts back inside. Herrera saved by Czech again. And yeah, I think that one was not a particularly good shot actually at the end of it. Probably could have done a little bit better. Should have been into the far corner there. Okay, just approaching the 70th minute now, and we are going to make some changes. We're going to take off Man.Utd, I think. Had a very good game, been very impressed with him, but it's just time for him to come off, I think. Now, Depay's going to go onto the left, and we're going to make one other change. That's going to be Di Maria on, and I think Juan Mata off, even though he's played well. And I'm tempted to bring on Rooney, actually. I'll bring on Rooney. I won't bother with Di Maria just yet, and I'll take off Herrera. And that's it, we did win the game 2-0. Like I said, I thought the game would die out, and I said it in the first half, and it did. I mean, I was really pushing, obviously, for more goals, but it just happened like that, and we didn't manage to get any more chances to really score from. So that is it. We've got a good win there, and again, I don't really know how we only had 40% possession. It felt like a lot more in game, but we won the match. That is what I was after, and we're into the quarterfinals now against, I think, Southampton, but generally the tournament trees tend to get these sort of things wrong. And on to the final game of the episode. It's the derby match against Manchester City. It's going to be a huge game, this one, mainly because I might make a few mistakes thinking that I'm Man City, because I play with them so often that I might think that I'm Man City. That's going to be a bit of an issue. I've done that before, that's why I'm saying it. And we are, as you can see there, joint top with Liverpool and Man City on 18 points. So this game could be a huge one. We are going to, I think, go with 3 up front. I know it might seem probably not the right idea with them being such a good club and having so many good players, but we are going to go 3 as a 4-3-3, and I'll bring you back once I've decided on the team I'll go with. Okay, this is the team I'm going to go with. It's pretty much similar to the last one, to be honest with you, other than I've changed the formation around. Jones comes into the team, and I also think that Rooney does as well, along with Pedro, and yeah, that is pretty much the side I've gone with. I've kept faith with Rooney up front. He probably will come off, to be honest with you, and he probably won't play very well. But again, I'm giving him another go, and on the bench we've got Fellaini. We've obviously got Hernandez for undoubtedly when Rooney will probably stop playing particularly well, and Di Maria's on there in case as well, and also Darmain, who played very well in the last game. Let's see what we get on. Man City it is, away. So yeah, let's see whether we can try and get a win against our rivals. Here we go, I'm feeling good about this game. Wilfred Bonig starts, David Silva also plays this game. Looks like Aguero's probably gone to Real Madrid, I think, as usual. But anyway, it's still going to be a tough game. Wilfred Bonig is actually quite good, I think, on this game, so I'm sure we'll find out anyway, though. Okay, yeah, he's not that good. Come on, Rooney, use your pace against Mangala. Here we go. He's still going. He's found a way through, Wayne Rooney. Come on, slot it past Hart. Oh, that was a poor shot in the end. Oh, Schneiderlin's injured. Went up for a header, I think, with Yaya Toure, and he's come crashing back down. It's probably going to be a shoulder. Yeah, it's one of those ones where he's out for a few weeks, I'd imagine. Come on, Rooney, he's won it back off Sanya. Rooney's obviously won a penalty there, he has done. Wow, I think that was Company that came in really rash there, it was. The captain. And again, we've got another penalty in this series. I mean, I'm not complaining, but, you know, we have had quite a few here. But luckily, we've got one nice and early on, which is good. And an opportunity for us to go 1-0 up, potentially. I'm going to get Rooney to take this. He has actually automatically been put there by default. Ooh, let's see whether I can get it past Hart. I have. Same position as always. 1-0, beating our rivals Man City away. I am tempted to take off Schneiderlin. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think I will. The only other option I've got is Fellaini, really, for that position. Unless I went with Di Maria, which I don't think would really work. No, I'll go with Fellaini. I am tempted to keep on Schneiderlin, but you've got to really take them off, haven't you, if they're injured. It's just something about it. I have to have them off the pitch if they are injured at some stage. That might not be such a bad substitution, though, with the fact that they do have a lot of smaller players up there, and I've also got Wilfred Bonig, so it might be an okay sub. We'll have to see how we get on. And that's it for the first half. We are still winning 1-0. Not the most eventful first half, really. We've not had a huge amount of chances, but again, I think we will have a couple more in the second half. I do need to change things around a little bit. It's not really worked, despite us being 1-0 up from that penalty. I think I'm going to keep with Pedro and Depay. I think they'll both stay on the pitch. I'm tempted to maybe take Pedro off because he's not had the best of games, but I'm going to leave him on just for now. Juan Mata I want to keep on. I mean, that's the team I'd go for if I was to just continue with it as the same. But actually, no, I will take Pedro off. I will, because Darmain played really well last time in that position. And we're also going to take off, I think, Juan Mata. Even though, again, he has performed quite well. Rooney will just go in behind him and Hernandez in front of him. So, pretty happy with that. That's all the change I can make now. And let's see how we get on in the second half. Schweinsteiger to take not too many people in the box. Darmain's gone up. And Depay at the back post. Lays off to Rodriguez. Good save by Hart, and again it's had to be cleared by Man City. Depay's going to go again for the cross. He's got loads of space down this left-hand side. Fellaini's in there. He must get there. Oh, he hasn't. Darmain to shoot, and it's gone in. Brilliant strike from Darmain. He's definitely going to get more game time the way he's playing. That's 2 goals in 2 games for him, and we're winning 2-0. Brilliant stuff. Just over 10 minutes left. Oh, Fellaini, what a tackle. And that is it, we did win the game 2-0, brilliant result. I think it says a lot, the fact that we've managed to get 2 clean sheets from the games against Man City and Arsenal. That's impressive, and I think it's mainly because of the improvements in defence that I've made. The fact I've brought in Ramos, I've brought in Man.Utd, albeit he didn't play today, but I still think we've improved the defence massively. Obviously the signing of Rodriguez as well, and Coleman, so huge improvements in the defence. And we saw it in that game against Man City. They had very few chances, as you can see there. And for once, we also had more possession than them. Brilliant result, though, and we should go top of the league now. I think Liverpool lost as well, so we definitely will. They lost 2-0 to Newcastle. We're now on 21 points. Newcastle have 1 game in hand, so in fact, they could go above us if they do go and win that game in hand that they do have over us. Schneiderlin's only out for 5 days. It's not as bad as I thought, actually. Angel Di Maria is not happy. As you'd expect, he's not being played that often. It's kind of one of the rules I've set out. I'm not allowed to start him unless I have to, because I've got no other players to choose from. But yeah, he's only allowed to come on off the bench because I'm trying to get rid of him in the January transfer window, which luckily is coming up quite soon, so he won't get too unhappy, hopefully. Egypt want me, and I definitely don't want to play for Egypt. Sorry, be the manager of Egypt anyway. Fabian Delph, the scout reports come back for him, 76 overall, about what I expected. We've got Chris Smalling back from injury, and David De Gea, that's brilliant news. Both of those 2 back. We don't really need Chris Smalling in the team because we've got plenty of centre-backs, but it's still good to have him there anyway. And we've also got De Gea, who can take over from Lindegaard, although saying that, Lindegaard has done a really good job recently for us, so it's going to be a tough battle between those 2. We do have the game against Crystal Palace coming up in the next episode. That is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please go hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe, that'd be really appreciated. It just takes a couple of clicks off the button. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, if you do want to vote for what career mode does or doesn't go alongside this, then go vote in the description below. And yeah, that's it guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.